I would say like I'm pretty physical at the point of attack, uh, being able to get off blocks, being able to retrace, find the ball, and just being able to spill down the line, using accelerating, making big plays.
Have you surprised yourself at all? I mean, to play 40-plus snaps first couple of games, I mean, just how much you've been active and everything that's happened so far?
I wouldn't say I was surprised, because like from the spring, I came here with a purpose to play. So no, I wasn't surprised at all.
Having been here since the spring, what is the benefit? How do you see that paying off that extra semester you had to just adjust everything in college?
I would just say the benefit is just being able to like have the spring to adjust to learn the coaching style. So like that was a big benefit, and just being able to build a brotherhood with the team. Like we go out there and you're doing it for each other. So like it was easy because I know these guys, so I'm willing to put it all on the line for them.
I think it was Luke Reimer who said you were a fake freshman. What do you make of that comment? What does it mean to you? And like, how do you go about having a more, obviously you said you're more mature. How do you do that?
I think that like it's a funny comment. And so it's a joke. I always get it a lot throughout the team. But it's just like coming in and like we don't really look at it as like I'm like freshman, senior, like the different stuff like that. Like so I handle business. I try to be a leader. Like in my position group, like throughout the whole team. So like that's why they call me a fake freshman.
Coaches generally have to trust the freshmen a lot to put them out there. What do you think you maybe didn't practice to earn that trust from them?
I would just say like it just stems from everything we did, like mat drills to like the off season, like the summer conditioning, making the top 10 almost every week. So like I just built off that, and it's just the trust, like just over time.
Coach Rule referenced your family when he was talking about you 2-3 weeks ago, just the way that you were raised. I'm curious what lessons you learned from your parents and how that shapes how you approach this.
I would say like so I'm from Staten Island, New York, and like us East Coast, like we got like a toughness to us. So like growing up, like I was always raised about toughness and just like grit, and like my mom has a serious work ethic. So like I really like took after that, and then being here, like I just did nothing but work.
So you were in Staten Island, and then you played initially in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Like how do you like it's two different states.
So I would travel like an hour and 15 minutes every day to go to Don Bosco. And so like when I got the opportunity to go to IMG, it was just like I wouldn't have to travel every day. My mom would have to wake up and like she used to take me back and forth. So like it was like a grind. So.
Hey, Coach talked yesterday about, and he's talked about this a lot, about how it's a slow build. He's not going to rush things in order to sacrifice the future. You're obviously a big part of the future. So what kind of excitement do you feel based off of the process that he wants to use to build this thing up so that it's on a good foundation and you can be where you want to be down the line?
I think it's just about trusting it and having trust in the coaches and each other. We have a tough like group of people like in my class that are in there working every day. So I know like we're gonna have I believe it like 100% in my heart that if we just keep trusting this process, like it's gonna happen.
You guys are tied for the nation's lead in sacks. What does that mean to you? Does it mean anything?
I don't think it means anything at all. It's still early, and we just got to keep coming after the quarterback every week. Keep going hard in practice, one-on-ones, pass rush drills. Just steady improve.
Energy Academy and St. John Bosco to the highest level high school football playing in the country. What did you learn specifically playing in those high level high school programs that helped you transition so quickly to Power 5 football?
I would say so at IMG we travel, and even at Don Bosco Prep we traveled. So I played St. John Bosco my freshman year when DJ was a senior and stuff like that. So I played these high level teams. So I've always been thrown in the fire and able to like adapt. I remember St. John Bosco was ranked #1 at the time when I played them as my first game as a freshman. So like I feel like when I played last game, like it was like that. You know, I was just thrown in the fire, but I was like able to adjust and learn the speed of the game within like that.
And Poffel just got here in the summer, and it sounds like he won't redshirt. What have you seen out of him?
Oh, he's a dog. He's a dog. You know, he comes to work every day, like hard, like hat on head, and he's ready to go. So like just being able to line up next to him is a privilege.
I know you said you don't look at like this guy's a junior, this guy's a freshman, but is that exciting you? You think of him and Princewell and some of these guys who are coming up to be together with those guys?
I mean, most definitely, like, it's just like, you know, like just seeing the future and stuff like that, like, you know, what we're going to be in the next coming years. Like, we're going to be a special group.
You were committed to both staffs. I mean, what was it about the new staff that kind of won you over and made it seem like it was pretty easy for you to stay with Nebraska when you were coming through the process?
So, with this new staff, like, you know, a lot of them are from the East Coast. Like, Coach T. Knight's from Connecticut, Coach Rule's from New York, Coach EJ's from New Jersey. So, like, it's just a personal connection. And, you know, like, I've even known people, like, at Temple. Like, so my coach, like, my trainer back home, his son played for Coach Rule at Temple. So, like, I just had, like, a deep connection with them.
How has the Midwest been for you being in East Coast, or how's the whole experience been?
I love the Midwest. You know, it's different. It's a different lifestyle. The speed here is different, but it's something I love. You know, like I like showing up and feeling nothing but love.
How has it been for you having guys like National Mocker and Ty Robinson, you know, kind of showing you the ropes in the D-line room?
I would just say like so, having them as leaders and I kind of look at them as big brothers, like showing me the rope and like how to hustle to the ball, how to do certain things the right way. Like I remember us being in the dorms in Selleck, and like every night, like we would just sit there and just talk, and like them like just telling me like about stories and building like that personal connection. So like it just goes beyond football with them. So yeah.
Does that do you think that having that positive personal connection with those guys helps you perform on the field?
Almost definitely. You know, it's just like you line it up and you're like, all right, like I know who I'm doing this for, and like I know like why he's playing football, like his why. I know like just about them personally, and which makes me like just happy to line up with them and you know put it all on the line for them.
What do you think of the opponent you're going to play? What have you seen out of them?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
What do you think of Northern Illinois?
I think they're a good team. I do. They got so they can run the ball well, and I think we're going to be very, very prepared for them and stop the run.
When you scout an opponent, what do you watch for? Like, what's the thing that like your eye goes to right away?
I would say so. I like to look at a lot of time like footwork when it comes down to pass rush and stuff like that. Like the footwork, you know, the stance, whether they give it away or not. They open the shoulders, you know, which moves work best. So a lot of the time I look at that.
And what are you looking forward to most about playing your first real game in Memorial Stadium?
I would just say like being out with my brothers in front of like the fans. You know, like I've been here a spring game. You know, it's nothing like a real game here. So you know, I'm excited for that. I had my first game with the stadium filled.
What was the biggest crowd you played in front of other than the spring game?
The biggest crowd I've played in, I'll probably say my freshman year. Well, besides the spring game, I would say my freshman year back home, Bergen Catholic versus Don Bosco. It's a pretty big game in New Jersey. Because not that many people like come to the IMG games since it's like we travel a lot.
You Jets or Giants?
I'm a Giants fan. I don't want to talk about the whooping.